Hello and welcome to another exciting video. Jumping right into it today, but before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you get all my future videos. Alright, let's go. As you can see, finally hopping into a World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car. Yeah, figure it's about time. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video. I feel like I say this every video. Kicking off at Volusia here. Of course, David Gravel right next to me. As you'll see for a lot of these races. I know it's taken me several months to get to this point. I wanted to make sure I had, enough game money so I could fully upgrade and not have to, work my way through it. And I don't know, I just want to dominate for the beginning. All the things. The World of Outlaws sprint cars were at my closest local track, Wilmot. Was that last week or the week before? I don't know. My timelines are all messed up now. Yeah, they just had the King's Royal this past weekend. High Limit was also there. We lost a couple drivers for part of the season, or all the rest of the season. Get well soon. Sunshine, Tyler Courtney, Brad Sweet. Both of them just recently had surgery. TC had spine surgery or back surgery, whatever. And the big cat, Brad Sweet, had foot surgery or ankle surgery or something like, I don't remember. I am going completely scriptless today, so yeah, all the things. Lots of stuff going on. I did follow the first 2 weeks of Dirtcar Summer Nationals, the Hell Tour. I went to every single race for the first 2 weeks except Fairbury. I needed to get home for a day. I thought I was supposed to work, and then they took me off the schedule for the day. Not that I have many bosses ahead of me, just one. They're like, you already took off most of 2 weeks, so you might as well just take this day off. So that's what happened. So yeah, missed race because of it. I probably still could have gone. I found out early enough after I had already made it back home. I could have gone to Fairbury. My wife was off, so I could have taken the wife and daughter. They came with me on and off to a couple of events. Just my daughter came with me on Father's Day to Sycamore. That was cool. Little daddy-daughter date to the racetrack. My daughter's only 4, so but she had the best time ever, I think. Just the two of us at the track. That was my daughter's second trip to Sycamore, but because we tried to go to the Hell Tour race last year, because I literally took the day off of work. It was my birthday. We ended up getting rained out, and I couldn't make it to the rain out date, or the makeup date that they had, so I missed Jason Fager winning there. Um, but then the following night, my wife came with me to Wilmot, which is 20 minutes from the house. Not that far at all. Yeah, the three of us went that night. It was a good time. I thought for sure Joseph Joyner was going to win that one. If it wasn't for that last caution, I think he probably would have ran away from it. He was starting to figure things out there. Looking really good. But then they got, that just after midway caution. And Troutman just flying right by him on the outside there. So congrats to Troutman there. The only other races that my wife and daughter came with me to were, they went to the Brownstown Bull Ring with me for the first night of the Hell Tour. That was really fun. Yeah, I'd never been there before, so it was a pretty neat experience. My wife's like, "Oh, it's in Indiana." I was like, "No, it's not in Indiana." Because there's two different Brownstown. There's Brownstown in Indiana, and then there's the Brownstown Bull Ring, which is in like central Illinois, near the Indiana border, ish. I don't know. I did I did a lot of driving back and forth. Because when I got home from Brownstown, my wife had to work, and so my wife worked, and my mom watched my daughter for the day, and I went to the following race. Was on the road for a couple days until obviously I came home for there was a rain out at, I believe it was Tri-City or whatever. I was like, I had a feeling it was going to get rained out. That was the first rain out that I experienced. So I decided to, I was just going to go home for just one day, and I was like, I'll take another day. Spend some family time since I'm not working, because that following day was Fairbury. I'll go at some point. The PDC was this weekend. Prairie Dirt Classic. Would have liked to go to that. Probably could have. At least for Flow Racing Night in America and the first night. I have a family obligation today, so as of recording, so I wouldn't be able to make it. But I think next year I'm going to try and go to as many races as I can. I might start a whole separate channel of my travels for that. If you guys want to follow that, I'll still be doing, the gaming part of my channel, which is a lot of just me talking about dirt racing mostly. I do talk about asphalt stuff. Mainly like Cars Tour. Sometimes I talk about the Smart Tour for the modifieds. ASA. That's my jam right there. Because honestly, Slinger's not too far from the house either, and now they're on Flow, so I can watch all the races on Sunday nights. They have the Wayne Carter Classic, I believe, this coming Sunday on Flow, so if y'all want to tune into that. Flow is not a sponsor. I don't have any sponsors, so if any of you want to sponsor a video in the future, let me know. Hit me up in my DMs or whatever. Shoot me an email. Yeah, we'll go from there. But to kind of elaborate for next year's plans, yeah, I might take a whole year off of work to go to all the races. I'd like to go to the Dome this year in the first week of February there, or beginning of the second week of February, or December. I can't frickin' speak and use my brain at all today, apparently. Yeah. So I'd like to go to the Dome for the 3 nights. I might go to the World in the first week or second week of September. No, it's the first week of September. The World's at Eldora. Be my second trip there. My wife really wants to rent like an RV or something. I don't think I'll be able to build something before then. So I might do that this year. Those are like races on my calendar I'd like to go to. I'd like to do Chili Bowl this year, or Tulsa Shootout, or both. Just, and in the middle of that, maybe work my way over to Utah for or wherever, Arizona, I don't even remember, for the Wild West Shootout. Go back and forth between the two, maybe. That would be cool. Yeah, all the things. Lots of plans. Don't know how much of that I'll be able to go through, but those are things I'm thinking about. If I start the new channel of me traveling to all the different racetracks, I might, if I start something, it'll be this week, and I'll have like all the footage from all the tracks that I went to, photos in that video. Whole new channel, we'll see. But that's Winter Mac and Cheese Dinner. We are the champion. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.